A lot of questions that I get in my workshops, in my job searching strategy coaching sessions, and of course, questions that come through my LinkedIn profile about living and working in the UAE is the work-life balance and how does that go? So a couple of things. The standard or the UAE labor laws stipulates that 48 hours is a typical working week. So that's the absolute minimum that employers can adhere to, a 48-hour working week, which obviously is then an 8-hour working day. Just check as well in regards to your specific contract and where, of course, your company is located, in whether it's a freelance or a free zone or a multinational company, etc. If you're working or required to work Saturdays, because again, I want to be very careful when I'm advising you that there are different contracts stating that you need to be working Saturdays or not. So when I give this advice, it's just in general about the work-life balance. So in general, it's pretty hectic. Although a 48-hour working week is the minimum, most companies have a culture where you'll be working a lot more than that. There's a couple of things why. First of all, obviously Dubai, it's a central hub, or the GCC region, Saudi, for example, a central hub for business in the GCC region. You're often managing Europe or looking after Europe or a part of Europe teams. You've got the CIS regions, Maghreb or North Africa, Levant regions, etc. And they're all on different time zones. So there might be, say, a +3 hour time difference to Dubai. And so therefore, if you finish typically at 6 p.m. Dubai time, it's only 3 p.m. in other countries that you're managing. So you're still on meetings with those stakeholders in those other countries. So that's one reason, obviously, why you've got really long working hours, or it can be long working hours. Two, unfortunately, it's just become a culture. So just because it's 6 o'clock or your knockoff time is, say, 5 p.m., actually doesn't necessarily mean that that's the case. So many people have it's become the norm to leave the desk 6:37 p.m. onwards, and then therefore that becomes the expectations for those who are just starting or have relatively new into the organization. So a bit of a cultural thing to try and perform or to exceed KPIs. It's a really fast-paced environment. A lot of high sales quotas are required for a lot of companies, and obviously therefore the hours need to be put into that. Don't forget as well, you are or can be managing multicultural teams, so the way of working style can be different cross-culturally. So meeting deadlines and timelines, etc., and collecting everyone's teamwork can be a little bit challenging if you haven't had the experience in managing those multicultural teams before, and therefore can perhaps delay or extend projects as a result of having to work out the lay of the land of different working styles. So a couple of things: just because it's really good money, or it's tax-free money, or it's more money than what you're earning in your home country, doesn't mean that it's easier, because the working hours actually then can equate to less time per pay if you're working it out per hourly basis. All right, I hope this has been helpful. My advice for you though is make sure that you're familiar with your contract. So if it says 48 hours, really making sure that you're accountable for that. And then anything outside of that, you're either adding it up as overtime or, putting your foot down and setting some boundaries to say that, that this is outside of the working scope. I'll pick up things during the working hours, because if everyone starts taking on work outside of their stipulated contract, then it just becomes the norm, and then you get burnt out and you're looking for another job. So if you need any help, let me know. I'm here. You can drop me an email. I'm on my desk pretty frequently, or follow me on LinkedIn, or you can comment here on YouTube. All right, looking forward to hearing from you.